Hey guys, we're back for another update. This time we're going to be doing our pseudo back to streaming update, technically also combined with our year-end update. If you did not see the last vlog I had uploaded, in the last year, channel got hit with a community guidelines strike, and that's sort of thrown everything into a bit of a spin. Finally, you've got things back. If you want more information, go look at that video. Everything sort of gets explained there, and that's all I'm basically going to say on that front. So, last year we saw a decent amount of growth. We finally hit the point where we could get some monetization form of supers. Obviously, if I was live streaming, this might play in a little more, but technically, I should be able to get super thanks or super comments and all that. Obviously, don't expect any, but every little bit helps. Beyond that, we saw some good subscriber growth. Does seem like doing the shorts does drive some of that growth. So in the coming year, we're definitely going to continue doing that. Beyond that, it's been pretty much business as usual this past year. Now, moving forward, this is where we're going to be having some issues, I do think. Obviously, with this move coming up, there's still a lot of unknowns, a lot of things that could get changed on little or no notice. And I really have no idea how this year is going to play out. It seems like I start the year, almost the last several, saying this, but this year it should finally happen. Because at the moment with the house, we just got the countertops put in for the kitchen. So that's close to being done. We still got some electrical work that's got to get done so that we can finish up the kitchen. And the electrician's also got to rerun some wires that he accidentally pulled, as there's a side of the house that has no electrical. And then obviously the other big thing is getting flooring in. That we have some of the flooring picked out. Obviously we still got to order it, but still trying to figure out tile situation. That's obviously can be a bit of a pill. So obviously once the floor's in, that's going to be most of the major work done. In master bedroom, we still got a wall we need to put up, but in theory at least, that doesn't technically have to be done. Same with dealing with redoing the master bath. Granted, at the moment, we really can't at least use the shower because there's a leak there, and thankfully we found it before the cabinets went in so that we knew about it, but obviously we can't use that shower because it abuts the kitchen, and I'm not wrecking our brand new cabinet, so we obviously got to deal with that at some point. But right now, the plan is to try to get the move done sometime in April to May, somewhere in there. In theory, at least. At this point, I don't want to make any kind of promises. There's been too many times where I've said, hey, this is most likely going to happen, but it's ended up not happening. And I'm at the point where I'm just wanting this thing to be finally done so that then that's one less thing giving me stress. Because at the moment, my gut's giving me all kinds of problems for a multitude of things, and even getting one thing off my plate would probably go a long way just for, simple peace of mind. So, what this obviously does mean, however, with regards to review videos and everything else, we're kind of stuck in a bit of a hole. Now, I had planned to try to get another review video recorded today, just to get one more. Unfortunately, wasn't able to. At the moment, with what I have recorded, though, that gets us to end of June. That's assuming normal release schedule and all that. If you didn't catch my last video, one of the things I had discussed was possibly moving the review start back to March. That's actually going to happen. At this point, I see no other way I can, have consistent review videos coming out without doing that. It is what it is at this point. That whole issue with the community guidelines strike obviously caused decent problems. Again, see that video. But with that, obviously slowing us down, that does mean, unfortunately, we may also have to look at potentially going down to one video a month. Now, and this is the kicker, I'm not going to really be able to know if we're going to have to do this probably till close to April. Because that should be the time that I'm finally able to actually, see, okay, or is this move actually going to happen on schedule? And that's the worst part right now, is not knowing. It could still happen as scheduled. There could be something else that comes up that throws everything into a loop. But I don't know at this point. Now, once the move does happen, that's where we also have a number of unknowns. I figure best case scenario, we do the move, and once we get everything delivered, main thing is going to be getting the desks set up and then everything else sort of set up from there. I figure it's probably going to take minimum, and I do mean this is like perfectly everything goes to plan, minimum 2 weeks to get set up to at least some degree of ability to record anything. More realistically, though, it's probably going to be 4, possibly even 6 weeks before I can record anything. Just allowing time for stuff to get there, moving stuff around, other odds and ends, gotchas, work, just anything and everything. It's probably going to be 4 to 6 weeks, possibly even longer. So, as I said, we're probably looking at not knowing until April,